Hello there. So I'm back and I'm live and I'm ready to go for the 1st of February. Sorry, I hope you guys are ready too. And I'm just contemplating what I'm gonna do here. And I'm actually thinking that I'm gonna work with some entirely different ones than the ones that I have put out here. These were for earlier, and I think that I'm gonna be working with let me just get this little bit in order here. It's a complete mess with all my markers. Complete and utter mess. But I guess that's just might be me that just needs to clean up my mess a bit. So I'm gonna put this to the side, and then I'm going to be coloring with the tiger today because I feel like doing that. So I'm just picking up some colors: yellow, orange, red, and I'm gonna go for pink, gonna go for purple, pink, purple, I'm gonna go for blue, I'm gonna go for turquoise, turquoise, we're gonna have some greens, I'm gonna have this one I think we're gonna have here, we're gonna have these, and I wanna go even further today. I wanna add these in here, yeah? Then I wanna have some pink and some light purple. I'm gonna add here and here. So that's sort of it there. I'm not gonna add any brown or gray. I think this is it. And then we're just gonna start. And since I'm actually thinking that I wanna do the one starting point as I did yesterday. Hi Tina, hi Julie, hi Rose, hi Candice. Awesome, thank you Rose. That is great. It has been a busy, hi Kat, been a busy day today. But I think my starting point today is gonna be this one, because I think that's gonna be fun. So yeah, it's gonna be good fun with this one. And then we'll just see where it takes us. And yeah, it's the first day of the new month. I'm almost done with my own video of everything I did. I'm not entirely done because it's been quite a hectic day with Victoria getting the new class, and I had a busy morning too. And I did do a coloring on the Patreon this afternoon. And then I've been cooking for everyone here. And there's still no result from the second week of the Iron Chef, so I have no news on that. And tomorrow is gonna come the fourth week's theme that I'm looking forward to see what I'm gonna be working with. The fourth week. And tomorrow, as you all know, I have to go to that new place. I have to be there at 9, so I'm gonna go there straight after I take Victoria to school. She really doesn't want to go to school. I feel so horrible for her. She's so sad about the new class she got in, and it breaks my heart to see her so sad, because you know I can understand that it's really disturbing, because I can see that they took nothing into account of what the children what would suit the children, and what the children's desires were, and who they're friends with and who they're close to. For instance, her friend that she almost is like once or twice a week. His mom picks both of them up, and she's not in class with him. And his mother had pleaded, and his father had pleaded with them to please put them in the same class because it's so important for the boy to have Victoria, and they didn't. So that was, oh, that's awesome, Tina. So now we're just missing what's called our color Weirdie day. We're missing. If somebody will share to that one, then I'll just stay on here. I did a really complicated coloring earlier. The speed video is up on the Patreon site. Everybody can see it there, and it's also the speed video is also on the YouTube. It was a mandala, but with a double spiral of 16 parts, but using 2 times 16. So it is a very complicated coloring I did. I do think it turned out quite awesome. So yeah, I like it, but it was pretty complicated. So I think this is enough for now, and then we'll just let it work out from there. Yeah, so that was a pretty complicated. I used 16 style file markers and 16 Faber-Castell Artist Pick big brush markers. Awesome, Julie, thank you, that's great. So it is a very complicated mandala, because it's got 2 spirals, one of the style file markers and another spiral of the Faber-Castell markers, and they're going in each their direction. So it's a pretty complicated one. Hi everyone, hi Candice. It's nice to see you guys here and ready for the 1st of February, the new month that we are commencing now. Starting, beginning, I don't know, commence, is that? But anyways, I just like that word, commencing. I guess, you know, sometimes I like some words more than others. And I've just been trying to keep up with everything and prepare things. So, yeah. Been busy. So I'm just going to remove this one from here. Yeah, so I was pretty excited about that one. I think it was a real, it was a bit of a challenge to myself, I think. But it turned out pretty okay, I think. So yeah, definitely not an easy one. I mean, the mandala was pretty simple, but the coloring was pretty complicated. But sometimes, you know, you have to put up some challenges for yourself and just have fun with it, go with it, have a flow with it. So yeah, now I'm just working out on this one. And I think this is a Weirdie clown. So there's quite a few Weirdie clowns because I like to clown around. So I guess that's why I have a lot of Weirdie clowns. And we are with my old trusty markers. And why are we with my old trusty markers? Because I have extras of these. So if I run out of color, then it's no biggie. So I can actually, you know, there's a lot of like larger spaces in this one that will require a lot of steady ink. And these Tiger twin markers will provide just that for us. And then, you know, it's been a while since I played with them. Now I've been on the style files and I've been on the touch markers, and now we need to revisit with my trusty Tiger twin markers. So how have you all been? You've been busy? Is anybody still working on some of the of the drawings from January. If so, you know, I will be making a few special videos. I don't know how much I will make tomorrow because I have to go to that new sender where I've been sent. I don't know how that's gonna go, and I'll have to go straight after I take Victoria to the kindergarten. So I'm not sure what time I'll be back. Hopefully I'll be back before I have to pick her up, and then we're gonna be packing and everything because in the afternoon my cousin's husband will come and pick her up for the weekend. So I don't know exactly when I'll be ready to do some serious work tomorrow. Probably not before until after 5. So sounds good, great. Hi Christina, and you're cooking as usual, Julie. Okay. Okay, because you know I can wait. No, I had to. They had sent me the counselor. I'm gonna be meeting at noon. But the whole thing, the project, I have to start 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if I don't come, then they will cut my money. So I sort of have to. It's not something that I want to, and I don't like to feel forced into anything. But I will have to because if you don't come without a valid reason, then they will cut you in the money. I don't really. I mean, I could of course report sick, but it's better to just get it over with and go there and then see what it is and get it over with. It's going to continue for 13 weeks, and we'll see how bad it's going to be. Some of the other stuff I've been on has been pretty bad. So it's not like, and especially tomorrow, because I feel that Victoria really doesn't want to go to school. She's so distressed about the whole situation. And I wish I could just take her out of the fucking school and say, well, we'll just find another school, but I can't because there is no other. Yeah, there's a private school, but I can't afford a fucking private school. So I can't do that because there is a private school here, but I can't afford it. Besides, you have to be written up like since before you were born almost to get a spot there. So I can't just like say, well, then, we'll just, move you to another school. I can't do that. There's nothing really I can do. And I am so annoyed with how they did this, because they promised and they said, oh, we're going to take into consideration the children and their friends and who they're good with. And, and that's just not what they did. It seems like they put all the names of all the kids in one big hat. And then they took turns, the teaching teams, to draw a couple of names out of the hat. Because it's just, there's no meaning. I mean, Victoria is like even sitting on the same table with the 2 bullies that's been bullying her, so that's pretty fucking not cool for her to start like that. And the few people from her class that is in the new class, except for her boyfriend, of course, he's in the new class, so he's happy that he's in the class with her. But the few people who are in the new class that were in her old class are just boys that she didn't really like to begin with, that weren't really nice. So, yeah, it's not very cool. There's nobody that she knows, or it's not very nice. And the teacher is an asshole. Well, I know the one teacher, she's really stupid. I don't like her. She had them in English in the 1st grade, and after the first hour with the class, she sent a message out to all the parents about how terrible their kids were, and that she had had a horrible time in the class and this and that, complaining. how bad the kids were. And I'm just thinking that if you're like that, if you're that sensible, sensitive, that you cannot handle a class of first graders, then maybe, you should be teaching another age group or something like that, because you have to, be able to handle like little kids. You can't handle little kids, then you got a serious problem if you choose that profession. Um, so yeah, I'm not thrilled about her. So anyways, yeah, I'm trying to be positive towards Victoria, to say, it's going to be fine, you're going to be okay, and it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be fun. So yeah. Hi, Bev. Thank you, Rose. Hi, Anne. Yeah, so that was just a little bit of a down thing for Victoria. And she was yesterday, she was so excited about today and how interesting it was going to be. And it was just one big disappointment, really disappointment. So yeah, I feel for her. But of course, this is a life. And, in a real life, we don't get to choose who we go to school with or who we work with. So it's a thing that we'll all have to get used to. Just normally it's not in second grade. Normally it's a little bit later that they have to get used to the new thing. I mean, when they start, they haven't chosen who they're with, but they get used to being with the same people and having the teachers. And there's been a lot of problems with the class Victoria was in from the beginning, so they're finally sort of stabilized, and then this upheaval thing happens, which I think is pretty sad. Ja, det må du godt, men så skal du børste tænder igen. Ja, men så skal du børste tænder igen. So yeah, so that's kind of annoying. So I might write an open letter where I sort of point out how pointless it was of them to tell us that they were going to take everything into consideration when they just took a big fat dump on it, because they definitely didn't. And I can hear from the other parents that they are so disappointed as well. So yeah, that's it. So enough about that. Enough about that. Now we're going to have some fun with the first Weirdie of February. And he's a real weird dude, I think. He's got some big ass teeth. And then there's this one down here. Is that two like weird munchkins? I don't know. I'm not sure what they are, but they're there. So let's see what happens where we're gonna go here. I would actually, I think I would like to actually start here. I know it's not really the obvious. Normally I would have started there, but I just think I will start here and then work my way out. So yeah, it was a day of upheaval and new beginnings. So yeah. But I'm thinking, like I talked with her, like that we give it a month and see how she feels in a month's time, because it takes time to get used to something new and get to know the new people. And, maybe in a month's time it will look very different from her point of view, and she'll be used to it and maybe appreciate it more. And if that teacher makes any problem, I'll show her how nice and easy it is to deal with first graders as opposed to dealing with me. So if she makes any problems, it won't be the first graders that will make her cry. It'll be me. And that's not nice. So I'm hoping that she'll not be a little cry face like she was And she dropped teaching them. I mean, she only actually taught English in Victoria's class like 3 times, and then another teacher took over because she couldn't handle the children in Victoria's class. So I mean, and she's a class teacher in Victoria's new class, so that's going to be interesting. They probably chose the children that are the nicest ones for her, the ones that are quiet and well behaved, and I know that Victoria is one of those, so that might be why they chose them. So so that's maybe they've chosen the children to fit the teachers and not to fit the kids. I could be thinking that that is the thing, that they probably took the ones that are the most problematic ones and put in the class with Victoria's teacher that she's very happy with it and that she will miss. It's just, to me, it's really sad because she had 2 male, mainly male teachers, and I thought that that was really great because she doesn't really have a male role model or a male figure that is permanent in her life. I mean, I know that my dad is here, but it's not really a role model. You can't call a 17-year-old caught in a 73-year-old body a role model. He is not a role model. He's a disaster. He's a granddad, but he does not act like a granddad at all. But, you know, that's not really a role model or like a permanent father figure or anything like that. It's just a disaster. So in another way, you know, I was really happy that she had the male teachers because that showed her a different picture of you know, a male figure that she could look up to. And I thought that that was very important. And I know that they placed a big importance on it, both in the nursery home and in the kindergarten when she was small, because they knew that the situation was that I was alone with her. So they thought it was important that she had male contact persons also. And I actually thought that that was a good thing for her. And that's why I'm like a bit sad that now she's only got female teachers. So yeah, I'm thinking that they're prioritizing wrong. But they probably put all the most problematic boys or problematic ones in the class with a male teacher because he's handled it so well so far. So that might be why. Exactly. If you can't handle the first graders, you need to leave the job and become a night teacher for adults or something like that, you know? You don't... Yeah, what's she gonna do with teens? So, you know, I think maybe she should just be teaching night school to adults or something. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna clash with her because I already feel like she's an asshole after she sent that big swat out. I mean, she wrote like a whole page, a whole A4 page about how bad our children were after she had had them one time. And Victoria told me she had left the classroom crying because some of the boys wouldn't shut up. And I mean, we're just talking about little 6-year-old boys who won't shut up. I mean, then make them shut up, you know, like tell them. It's your job as a teacher to handle them, not to leave the classroom crying. It's like, then you're never going to gain their respect. They're just going to keep on pushing you. And when they get older, they'll push you really far. They'll destroy you. They'll ruin you. So, yeah, that's not a very, I'm sure that, well, I'll see how she handles, and then we'll see what happens. And then she'll get to know what it is to have a real problem. Teens are hell on wheels now. Yeah, they are. They are horrible. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, tomorrow is gonna be an annoying day because I have to go out there, and that really will take. I don't know if I'll sleep at all. I mean, I'll try because I have to get up early and I have to sort of be prepared. But you know, it's gonna be difficult to sleep thinking about where I'm going and the whole thing. Yeah, this is nasty, nasty. But you know, that's why it's better to get it over with and get out there and get started on it and just see how bad it is and make an evaluation of if I can handle it or not. So yeah, I made a nice dinner for Victoria and my dad and me. Got a little bit late because that mandala I did on the Patreon took me a little bit longer than I had, you know, calculated on because I sort of switched it up to kind of a quite complicated one. But it was really fun to do, and I like the result. It looks really funky. And it's funny to see the two different marker types next to each other. And I have a big plans for future ones. I'm enjoying coloring in the spirals on the mandalas. Usually I've only just been doing that on my big ones where it's very effective. But I can see that it is effective on the smaller ones as well and gives a really nice effect. And now I can only hear my dad's voice. I'm sorry about that. There are doors that can be closed. So, but obviously my dad didn't notice the doors. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. These two greens are actually pretty close. The dark one and the light one, the olive kind of one, but now it will dry up. Yeah, I see the difference now that it's drying up. You can see here that it's drying up, but there is a distinct difference between them. But I was just like thinking, whoa, they're very close, huh? So yeah, I'm back to my happy tiger markers. They perform so well. It's been a long time since I drew some twisters as well. It's not going to be for today because I have to try to sleep. Sleep. I'll try to wait a little bit with, I'm going to finish my own video of the whole January thing. I'm going to wait a little bit if some of you are still working on some of yours from January. It would be nice to get as many in the video as possible so that January is widely represented. Yeah, that could be sitting on class and see. Well, you know, I haven't really heard from her since that episode because she stopped teaching Victoria's class because she couldn't handle them. So she's not had anything to do with Victoria's class since then. And that's also one thing that Victoria is really sad about, getting her as a teacher because she didn't like her. Ja. Ja, du kan forstå lidt engelsk, det er godt. Ja, det er godt. Skal du sove, lille ven? She comes in, she says, I can hear you talking about the new classes because I understand a little bit of English, and when I listen, I understand more. Ja, det læser du, og så skal du sove nu. Forstår du, hvad jeg mener? Sådan der. Så ja. Hvad gør det svært for dig at sove? Ja, men det må du jo lære at finde dig i, at det er lidt surt, fordi nu er det sent, ikke? Du fik lov at læse, men nu er der altså gået lang tid, ikke? Sorry. We're having a discussion about the sleeping arrangement. And she's saying, you're saying it in an angry way, and that makes me angry. And I say, well, I'm not saying it in an angry way. You got the time, and then, you know, then you also have to handle when it's over. So, yeah. So this is good. This is gonna be fun. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, but at least, you know, they're 28 in the class. It's a lot of kids in one classroom. And they're used to being around 20. So that's also a big difference to have that many in one class. The rooms are not that big in this place, in the facility where they are. So that's also a new thing. It's gonna be interesting how they're gonna handle it. But yeah, life is like that. It's like this and like that. Yeah, I already put the music. She asked for it, and she said it really helped yesterday, and I think it did, because she wasn't running about in here, and she was sleeping. She was fast asleep when I came in. I almost couldn't get her away from my side of the bed. So she was very sleeping. So I think the music really helped relax her. So that's really good. I think that was a good thing. So, and she asked for it herself, if she could have the music on again, because she felt like it was helping, and also helped her get her tired. It's my very, very old computer that I can't use as a computer because it won't go on the internet and everything. It's not updated, but I have all my music on it. So my old music, and so I just actually use it like a stereo in my bedroom. So and it's got this visualizer where there sort of comes some light show on the screen that fits with the music, and I think that's pretty hypnotizing. And she said that helped a lot with getting sleepy, because she was looking at that and colors and everything and the flow, and yeah, so I think that helped. So I mean, it helps me when I can't sleep, then it helps me to put this relaxing music on, and have that warm light from the light thing show that goes on with the flow of the music. So these are kind of funky, these little dudes down here. I'm liking them. I'm thinking I probably should have started something here. This one bled a bit. I should have started something here, so I'm just going to backtrack. Yeah, I'm just going to do that in here. So big plans. I got big plans for the weekend. Well, I don't have any plans for coloring. I don't have big plans for anything else. I didn't talk with Joseph, so he's probably busy at work or whatever. So he'll probably call tomorrow or something. Or maybe I won't call him. I told him I wouldn't call him, so I won't. I'll be stubborn about that. He has been asking why I'm not calling him or texting him anymore. And I told him it was not my job to call or text him. It was his job to call me. So that's it. Then he can be the man if he wants that. So this is going to close in on these. It's actually going to be funny to see how he develops. He's got a big fat tummy. There's still no news about the copy paper. That's sort of annoying me because they are always writing they have day-to-day delivery and la 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 di la di la, and now it's still not. No word on delivery date. And you know, tomorrow is Friday, so there was no news on the delivery date today. That means then there's probably not going to be delivery tomorrow, and that means that it will be next week. I hate that. And I want the paper so that I can print. But I still have paper enough to print some more Weirdies, but you know, I just wanted to try to print some on a bigger paper so we could try to use some of my watercolor pencils. But I guess that will just have to wait until I get the right paper. And I don't even know if that paper that I ordered would be good enough for it or whatever. That would be a trial and error. But it sounded pretty good with 200 grams. So we got this one. Got this for me. This is funny. I like this. I actually really like this. Sort of like two little wormies. Swarmy wormies. Well, it's in back delivery. They don't have it in stock anymore, but it was in stock when I ordered it. So they better move on and get it in stock as well. So I can get it. It's just one of them that they don't have. That they're waiting on getting delivered. And that's why I don't have a delivery date, because they didn't get it yet. And I'm thinking that it might be because there was that mistake on the price. Because the same paper in 160 grams were twice the price, and the same was the 120, then the 200. So I'm thinking that the price on the website was a slight little error. And because it was way too cheap. It should have been more than double the price. And that was why I ordered it, because it was so cheap. But you know, when they make a mistake like that on their website, they will have to just, you know, they can't just like pull it back. I don't think so, at least. This is gonna be looking great, I think. It's gonna be really funky and funny. So the 1st of February, we've been through a whole month, whole first month, and it just passed like, I was thinking, oh, maybe people will be really tired of the Weirdies after a month. But I don't think any of you guys are tired of the Weirdies. Oh, you're using the, oh, I love the Koh-i-Noor woodless. They're just so wonderful. I always have them here nearby. They're like, just here. They're like a little bit like candy. But I have some other woodless that I want to try, but I'm, you know, waiting for that paper. Because I have the woodless aquarelle colored pencils from Koh-i-Noor. But the ones that you can use with water, and I've never tried them, but I have them, and I really want to try them, but it has to be on the right paper. I even have these lovely brushes waiting for them, and that's why I'm like a little bit eager to get that paper. That would be a real experiment when I try them, because I haven't tried them at all and I have no idea how they work. So you will have to bear with me when I try them. Do not judge me too hard if I fail in figuring out how to use them. But we'll do it together. Then we can have a great laugh if it doesn't work out. And I have the ink tents that you also use with water. I have quite a few aquarelle ones, pencils that I really want to try and see how they work out. But it'll be in between because, as you all know, I'm mainly a marker girl and I love working with markers. So it will be in between that I'm going to do, like once in a while, I'm going to try the others. But I also want to like see how those materials work because, you know, I might find something that I really like in them. So this one is good. This is lovely. This is a little flat ball on here. So yeah, looking forward to getting the theme tomorrow. It was something where I have immediate ideas and I might just go ahead and make the dishes ASAP. Do them this weekend and it's done and delivered, and I like that. Okay, now that I have to start scrolling. That's great. That's awesome. That's great. I'm just really enjoying it. But of course, I also drew all the Weirdies, so of course I'm enjoying them because they're my little creations, my little figments of my imagination and what comes out of my hand when I'm drawing. So I don't get tired from them at all, and I'm just totally enjoying coloring them. And you know, this is giving me an opportunity doing this color Weirdie a day where I can color them with a good conscience that I'm coloring with you guys. Gives a purpose of doing it, and I'm totally enjoying it. So that is really great. Oopsie, the need to go through my room again. Why does he not just back her off and do his own shit? So I'm gonna do this purple because I just feel like maybe the one purple and the other blue. Nah, I'll do that purple too. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. So we got this going. Oh my god. Sleep well, Christina. I hope you will sleep well then. If you're not sleeping well at the moment, then it's good to get some rest. Good night and see you. Bye-bye. So now we're going to move on here. And this one I'm going to start in here. And as you can see, there's a little area here too. So I'm just going to continue up there like that. It's like that. It's going to be a funky, funky one. Red dit hår. Okay, så har du et hårbånd? I'm sorry, but I'll just have to like leave you for 2 seconds. You can't sit still, Shireen. I don't know. I mean, I can when I'm doing the videos. I don't have problem with it. No, okay. I'm sorry, but I have to just brush my daughter's hair and make a braid. Sorry about that. It'll just be a few seconds. Because he's afraid he's gonna get tangled up while she's sleeping. And you know, whatever I can do to help her sleep. Har du ikke lagt den inde ved siden af min seng? I morges. So that's pretty annoying. My dad won't stop walking through, and my daughter won't sleep, and yeah, it's crazy. So now I'm just gonna come here. Just gonna do this fast. Ah, it's nice and shiny. Bliver nødt til lige at vente om. Vil du godt være sød og lige stå sådan der? Så tag den her. Hold den. So that's only going to be a couple of seconds. Doesn't take that long to comb and braid it. Then it's done. Stå stille med hovedet, ellers så bliver det hurtigt svært. Jo, men du kan ikke både kigge på skærmen og få dit hår flettet, vel? So that's it. There's a braid for you. Good thing that I cut it not that long ago, so it's not as long as it used to be. But it's really thick. Ja, så må du lægge den der et eller andet sted derovre, ikke? Så går du ind i seng. Derovre nu. Ind i seng. Nej, ind i seng med dig nu.
Jeg var så.
Ja, nu i seng. Ah, yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of ET in it. You're right about that, Bev. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. So, yeah, I got that fixed, the hair thing. That was a quick thing to do. Hi, Beth. Yeah, that's nice. So we're on with the next color, the blue here. I'm missing like a brilliant blue in this set. But besides that, I really love it. But I could use like a dark blue. That would work for me. Definitely. But I think this was the right set for this drawing. Okay, good night. God, I've said good night many times this evening. Again. Yet again. Oh. Yeah, good night. Oh my God. Yeah, well, let's hope that was it for tonight. Also on my dad's part, he just has no business down here after dinner. There's nothing really to do because I already did the kitchen and everything. So, and he has a bathroom right next to his door, so he really has no business down here. But he has not realized that. He prefers to go to the bathroom down here than the one next to his door. But if he goes to that one, he doesn't have to go through my living room. But maybe that's what's exciting, to go through my living room 100 times a day. Maybe that's interesting. I don't know. His friend, she was here today with the doggy. And I was in the kitchen, and when she had to go home, the dog didn't want to go because I was in the kitchen. It was just like, no, 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 we're staying until Maria's no longer in the kitchen. The dog was really like, no, no, not going anywhere. Maria's in the kitchen. Something may fall down straight into my mouth, and I don't want to miss it. So yeah, that was kind of funny. Yeah, when I first put this one down, I feel like it looks like it's a greeny light turquoise or something, but it's actually the light blue. But you don't see the difference before until I put the light turquoise next to it, actually. Yeah, exactly. I've hidden it. I've put it like way under the table, um, so that he can't see it. Awesome. That's nice, Candice. What are you cooking today? Curious. Always curious. I made pork tenderloin. I have the whole tenderloin, then I cut it out in slices. I fry them on both sides in a pan with the butter. And then I make like sweet onions, like caramelized onions for it, and a cream sauce and potatoes. It's quite simple, but it tastes really good. It's a very like sturdy Danish food. And it's very filling, but it tastes good. And they had offer on the pork tenderloin today, so it's actually the cheapest I could get in the supermarket. It was a great price, considering how much you got. It's very good. So yeah, often what I cook depends on what's on offer, or if they have any sale on something. I usually choose that and then work from that. Unless I'm cooking for the competition, then I will cook based on what the product is. I'm actually thinking that I'm seeing like a new character down here. I'm thinking that this kind of to me looks like a hat, and then there could be a couple of eyes there, and this could be a mouth. So I'm just gonna like improvise and make a couple of eyes here, because I just see that now. So I'm just gonna add some eyes. Sorry about that. But gotta go with the flow. And I just see that. So I like doing that. This one, I really should throw this one out. It's empty. I should have like a bin for empty markers, and a special one next to me where I can just like dump them in when I realize that they're empty. I'll have to think about getting that, because I usually put them back and then I forgot if they were empty or not. Yeah, that helped with those little eyes. That is sort of like he's got a little top hat here, and that's his little body or something. So yeah, he's added. There's a little dude added on here. So I'm just gonna roll with this one. Oops, I just forgot to put this one back because I got distracted with the eyes down there. This is developing nicely. Oh, good one. So the first of, we're gonna have to make a whole new album for the February Weirdies now. We're on a roll. It's great. Oops, that was still wet. Oh, do you want to see the double spiral mandala that I made today? Oh, you got your copy of Weirdie's too. How great. That's awesome to hear, Beth. I'm happy. It just fit perfectly. Barbecue. Bacon wrapped. Oh, that sounds nice. Bacon is a good thing. Yeah, an extra fun little dude. So yeah, let's see if I can show you my double spiral mandala. That was a really funky one. We'll get it in a second. It's still in the scanner. I didn't put it in the folder yet. So it's still in the scanner, but I already scanned it. It's pretty neat. So actually thinking of it here, that here, you know, of what to do. You see, decisions. I would really like to make this red, so I think I'm just gonna do that. That will continue from the red. I think that would be what I want to do. So I'll put this one here, and I'm just gonna make it red so that I remind myself I have a plan with it. Sorry, I'm breaking up my own system, but I got the plan. So we're on with the next one, and that's a dark greenish one. Or it's sort of like a very, it's in between the turquoise and the green. Yeah, it's like a very dark turquoisey thing. I like it. I like it. It's an interesting color. It's sort of maybe more like a blue jeans thing, a dark blue jean, I don't know. It's sort of interesting because it's not really that easy to define. It says like, it looks like this on the outside, which could be, yeah, it's still in between a blue and a green, sort of. But they all lay down very dark, and then they dry up a little bit lighter. So there's still a bits of ways to go with it. And here, it's got nice big open spaces, this one. It's actually, even though that it's a big one, it's not that hard in terms of small spaces or something like that. It's quite easy. I mean, most of the Weirdies are quite easy. But they can be as difficult as you make them, of course. Yeah. Medio. I'm just gonna go get that one. I just want to show you because I'm quite lazy for this sort. And as you can see on the back you can see that I worked with 2 different markers, because you can see that the alcohol marker really bled through, so you can see that, and the water-based marker didn't, and this is the result. So there's a spiral of these. It's sort of going this way in, and then there's this spiral here that's going that way down. So it's a double spiral. So I think it turned out pretty awesome. I'm really happy with it, because it was kind of a challenge to myself, and I think it turned out great. So happy with that. It's always nice when things turn out good. So we're going to have this one here. That section there is finished. Good. Stuff on me. The nice thing with these tiger markers is they just fly on over the paper, because they just give out color, and they're very easy to use. Very good flow. I enjoy that a lot. Very nice ink flow. So we got that one down here. Gonna take a little sip. Afternoon cuppa. Oh, a piece of king cake. That sounds good, Kat. Yeah. Well, my plan is, Julie, that tomorrow I'm betting on that the Patreon I will do after the Color Weirdie day, so I'll get on in the evening tomorrow night, because Victoria's not going to be home, and I don't have to get up Saturday morning or anything. And I will try to do a spiral where I explain all the way through. I'll see if I can send out the mandala already tonight, the one that I'll do the spiral on tomorrow. And then I'll go through it really slowly. And hopefully tomorrow it will be on a time where all of you guys can maybe be on me with the live video, because usually it's so early. So I'm hoping for that tomorrow for all of the guys on Patreon. So here I'm gonna go with this one right here. And then go here. Then it's gonna go here. So there's a plan in that that I'll go on late in the evening tomorrow with that, unless I'm seeing boyfriend. But since I haven't talked to him, we don't have any plan, then maybe I won't be seeing him. I don't know, but my plan is to do that tomorrow on another mandala, just to go through that spiral effect, but more simply. Or maybe, you know, I do have one where I would like to make a double spiral, but where the one spiral, each will be of 8 colors, but where the one will be pastels and the other one will be strong colors, to sort of have a bigger distinction between the two spirals. I'm having spiral moments. I'm into spirals at the moment. Spiral mandalas. So I used to do spiral weirdies. Now I'm Weirdie dalas. Now I'm doing spiral rainbow mandalas because I just love the effect. So yeah, that's the plan. So you see, I didn't do the mouth, this thing. I think I'm gonna do it here now because then it'll fit. It'll fit with what I want. I want this to be red, so I'm gonna make this orange. Then I can do that red. Yeah, I have a plan. I have a plan now. I could just see how it could work out. It's what I desire. Have you guys, any of you guys watch Netflix? I have Netflix, the Danish Netflix. And I used to have this browser thing where I could change so that I had the American Netflix instead. Because there's way more content on the American Netflix than there is on the Danish one. Better movies and stuff, you know, so I was just using this to watch it, but they did something so that you can't use it anymore, which is pretty annoying. Because I kind of think that they should make it the same Netflix everywhere so that I could see the American Netflix instead of a Danish version of a Netflix that is so cut. There's not nearly as much on it. And I could find much more that I wanted to watch on the American one. So that annoyed me. But yeah, that's life if you're living in Denmark. But I guess they have a specific Netflix for each region. And the Danes just get ripped off more because they think they can pay it. Snickers. Friday night fun. It's going to be fun tomorrow. It's going to be a really good fun. I'm quite certain of that. So yeah, he's going to have his face. It's going to be orange. Gonna have an orange face. Maybe he can date the girl with the blue face. But he's got extra set of eyes. So I'm thinking that he'll be orange up here too, so that his head sort of connects. Otherwise he might get annoyed with me. So we'll have his head connecting. And then we'll work from that. Get your Weirdie on. Get your Weirdie vibes going. And have some real Weirdie fun. This is good. It's looking good. He's making me happy. Happy for the 1st of February. Yeah, you know, I'm going to make a rainbow set of pale, sort of a pastel rainbow set, and then a rainbow set of the really strong, vibrant ones, because that way I think that the two sort of spirals will be very distinct, but I'm choosing one where there's only like 8 parts, so it will be 2 times 8. So I sort of have a plan in my head of how it will work out with the choosing colors, and then I think I will keep it within the same brand. And I'll probably, it will either be Letraset Pro or the style files, I think, because I have so many in those colors, so many different. So it will be easy to find both the pastels and the strong ones in those sets. Whereas in the touch, it's more a little bit sporadic, the colors, and there's not as many pastels. It's not really pastels so much in the chameleon. So I think we're gonna go with that. And I want to do it with alcohol markers because water markers sort of frustrate me a little bit with the streakiness or blotchiness. So I really prefer the alcohol markers. Netflix and Hulu. Grace and Frankie. I don't know. I'll have to try and see that. Yeah, you gotta get your sister there. With the girl between his legs. Yeah. That's why he's looking like really freaked out. He's like, what's that? So now he's got perfectly red lips. That was why I continued it up here. Because he does look like he's slightly freaked out by something. And that could be that. And I think I'm gonna start this one here. Like here, so he's got like these little antennas coming up. He's freaky, yeah? He's pretty freaky. Now I have to scan this, but maybe after scanning, I'll give him a gold tooth here or something like that. Just as a little detail. So that could be kind of funky if he had a little gold tooth. Not a rotten tooth, a gold tooth. So now it's gonna be freaky. Yeah, he's a freaky weirdie. So we've moved into February with freakiness. Absolutely. The orange dude. There's this one here, but then there's these two. There's these two. I don't know what they are. And then there's that little dude there. So we'll have to figure it out. What it's all about. Maybe it's his mini-me. You can see these colors are just amazing and so good to use in the big areas and the small areas and everything. You can just trust them. This is great. Yeah, that works. Wow. That is pretty cool. And now we go on with the pinky. And then, okay, cheers to those with the tea and the coffee. I have my wine. It's mommy time. It's mommy time. So I'm gonna do this one here. And this one is going here. That one continues down there. Or we can just put this little blob in there. In there. We got this one here. And then we got this one up here. And we're going up here and here. Then we got this going. We have those, and it's here. This one is actually developing quite quickly. Actually quicker than I had believed. It's looking good. Let's have it over there. And then we're moving down. Down. And now I can go on here because this is where I wanted this to be. Exactly, going on. We got it going. ET phone home. Must restless lucha libre. Yeah, that's nice too. Hi, Patricia. The super freaky weirdies. Oh, it knows it's a word now. That's pretty cool, Heather. I keep tagging everything with color Weirdie a day or weirdies and Weirdie. So I hope that it will be. Hi, Patricia. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see all of you. I'm having a great evening with coloring fun. He's good. He's good. He's really good, this one. I love his face and his expression and everything. It's just funky. So yeah. So we're on with the pink. So we're up here first. So this was where we needed to be on this one. And up here. We're gonna go straight on for these. You've got these funky little antennas. Yeah. I mean, this could be his ears that are just also like an extra set of eyes on the sides, just to make sure that he doesn't miss a beat, a single beat. He misses nothing. He's always there. It's hip to be square. So, yeah. It makes me laugh, this one. I can't help it. But I just think it's funny. Is there something funny about him? Yeah, we are well into February now. We got a great start on February. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that could be, the Weirdie could be really fun for that. That's true, Rose. That's actually, that could be really funky that they would have a Weirdie stuffed animals. That would be really awesome. I like that idea. I would like to have little plastic figurines, like little plastic dudes in it. Sort of like the little Pokemon figures, just Weirdie figures. I was in on some 3D programs to see if I could create it, but I'm not like really great at 3D. And you also need like, a picture of the backside, and I only have them on the front. I didn't draw them from the back or the side. I thought that you could sort of like create that, but I didn't figure out how to create the 3D model of it. It's not one of my strong things, working in 3D. I have done a little bit, but not enough to sort of be comfortable enough to just do it. I did do it in some design projects, but it was a really huge task to do. So imaginables, yeah. It could be pretty cool to have stuffed Weirdie animals. I mean, I guess if I made some that you could print on fabric, I mean, I can make fabric patches with them. Then it's just like sewing them together or something. If one can sew and make a filling. Yeah, I dropped the fabric side because you had to order every time you had a pattern, or every time you had a fabric, you had to order before you could actually make it live, and I wouldn't be able to afford that. So I dumped that side. But I know that I can do the same on, I can do it to a certain degree on Sassel. And for instance, I do pillows and stuff on Redbubble and on Society 6. But on Society 6, I can also make, you can make scarves, and you can make wall tapestries, and you can also make towels. And towels might be fun for a stuffed animal. the fabric. I mean, you know. So I can't go to the link now and have a look, but I'd love to have a look later. I'll have a look at it because that's kind of funky. That could be fun to make a stuffed animal weirdie. Yeah, you can also make. I can also make beach towels on Society 6, bath mats, shower curtains, uh, sort of those comfy comforters to have in the sofa. I can make bedspreads, bed linen. I can make those sort of cushions to sit on the floor cushions, but also for outside in various sizes. There's quite a few different things I can make in there that are pretty cool. Besides from bags and t-shirts and all the general, then there's a lot of other cool stuff as well. I especially like the thing about the shower curtain. It could be fun, but you know, it would have to be when I have a lot of weirdies, so that I could make one where there's a ton of different weirdies, where it's not just a pattern with one or two, but you know, with all different weirdies. That's sort of one of the things that I want to do when I'm done with Weirdie a day, but it probably won't have room for 366 Weirdies. I've been trying to calculate on the size and the numbers, in the file size and stuff like that. So of how many Weirdies I might be able to fit into one bedspread, a king size bedspread, or a shower curtain. I think the shower curtain would be pretty cool with lots of different weirdies, where there's not like two of the same weirdie. I think that could be very funny. You know, I just have to do a template in Photoshop where I put all the weirdies on, and then upload that to the. And I mean that is definitely possible, and that's one of the things that I really would like to do, but might have to do it like make 3. So with 122 on each one, because there's 366 in total. So I'm thinking 122. That would be easier to divide, probably. And to fit in. So that would be, yeah. So I'm working on that, definitely. But yeah, there's a whole towel series from hand towels and up to beach towels on Society 6. And there's also a lot of, there's like hundreds and hundreds of products on Sassel. I really like the Zippo lighters. But there's everything from baby bibs to dog sweaters and dog bowls for the food or water. There's all kinds of stuff. Sneakers. I mean, sneakers with weirdies on them could be funny too. There's like flip-flops. There's watches and jewelry, and there's plates. There's even like paper plates. You can get paper plates. But another funky thing I saw is that you can sort of get like nail designs. Can you imagine like little weirdy nail designs? To have like 10 weirdies on the nails? That would be really funny. That would be really funny, I think. Weirdy nails. Oh, I forgot this one in there. I totally forgot about that one. So I'll have to get there. This is getting cooler and cooler by the minute. I'm loving our first Weirdie of February. He makes me smile with his orange face. So now it's high fashion to have an orange face. But I bet he will date the blue-faced Weirdie. He'll say, "Oh my God, she's cool with her blue face." So I'm just gonna backtrack here to get that nose settled. And that was the light pink here. And the light purple. His nose has got a funny location on his face, but we won't tell him anything about it. He'll just, we'll just pretend that it's perfectly normal, that everybody's got their nose there. Wow. That expensive? Yeah, I think, yeah. Calendars, yeah. I'm thinking about maybe making like, I don't know, there's so many things. Yeah, Christmas gifts at the end of the year. You could like choose a special Weirdie from each month, your favorite from each month, and make it to calendar for next year. That could be cool for Christmas presents. Or I could make like a little one, like a daily planner. It could also be pretty cool. So there's lots of stuff. Weirdy stuff. And we're up on 58 days watched on the YouTube. So there is happening something. There's and the whole is 166.6. So we're getting closer all the time. I bet after the weekend we'll be under 100 days missing to see. But there's only 20 days left. The 20th of February is the cutting date. If I haven't got 1,000 subscribers and those 4,000 hours watched by the 20th of February, then I'm out of the partner system. So I'm desperate. I think, if we keep on watching, we will definitely make the hours watched. The real question is, will we make the subscribers? We are up on 720 subscribers. We need 280 more. The subscribers is going very slow. But now it's the weekend. Now I think I'll try to post, like a giveaway. Prepare it for posting tomorrow and all through the weekend, and then just hope that it will work and Facebook won't deem it unsuitable or something like that and throw me in jail or something. That would be a bad way to start the month on. So it's really taking shape quite fast. I think it's because it's a bigger areas on this one. So it's and these ones I also like color fast with these ones because they just fly over the paper and they work really well. So I knew that it would have to be them because there's so many bigger spaces that needs a lot of color. So I knew that they would work perfectly for this one. I can actually smell them a little bit today. That's funny, normally I can't smell them. So maybe I'm starting not to be so sick anymore if I can start smelling the markers. The other day when I was coloring with the Sharpies, I couldn't even smell them. Sassel. Yeah, but I can make fabric on Sassel as well. But I can also the towels I can make both on Sassel and on. But I think the towels are easier to make on Society 6. Patricia, that's funny. They can be sweethearts for Valentine's Day, yeah. Everything, yeah. Have a lovely lunch. And yeah, if you don't get back, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it will be a YouTube giveaway on Facebook. Oh, you can't smell the Sharpies either. I can't either. Today is the first time that I smell anything from these. I've never noticed any smell before. But, I'm a smoker, so, my smelling sense of smell is probably pretty limited. Because I'm not just a smoker, I'm a heavy smoker, I think. I think it goes under the term of heavy smoker. Oh yeah, and I have to try out that new system that I was given to try out. I'll do that here in the weekend with the smoky thing. I really just want the e-cigarettes. I'll have to write my ex again about sending them e-cigarettes to me so that I can get started on that. Would probably help a lot with the smell in the house. So I'm hoping that when I'm finished and I look again, that there will be the results of that week 2 that I'm still waiting on. I mean, week 4 is coming up tomorrow, the theme of week 4. So I think it would be really nice if we could get the result of week 2 before week 4 actually starts. Because then it's a whole other wait for week 3, it's like he's behind on the judging. So I hope he will pull himself together and get it done so that we can get the results in. Because I actually think that I'm going to move on to first spot in the league in week 2, because I'm the only one who actually contributed to the reward pool, and you get bonus point for that. And the last time in the league, I was number 2 in the total because of my contribution. And I've been trying to contribute 5 crypto dollars, the ones that you earn on Steemit, every week, to build the reward pool for the final winners. And it seems that it's only me and one other person who actually contributed, which means that nobody else gets bonus points for that. So I'm actually, after the first week, I was number 2 because of my bonus points. And if I've got everything figured out right, then after week 2, I'll be number 1. And yeah, then I'll be number 1. Even if I don't get a placement, I'll still be number 1 in the total. I don't understand why people don't contribute. I mean, it's crypto. It's not like money out of your pocket because you don't have them in the pocket yet. It's a cryptocurrency, and you earn it with the posts. So I don't see why not. If you're participating in the contest, then you should have an interest in building the reward pool so that gets better. But it seems that everybody is always, it goes the same for artists as it goes for chefs, apparently. They're not great at sharing or appreciating each other, which is kind of sad. There's so much ego involved in being an artist or a chef that you don't really have. I mean, I don't have that problem because I do appreciate the work of others. But I just think that I see it really a lot, both in the cooking and in the art, that these individuals are so full of themselves or so afraid of competition that they don't want to acknowledge others for the good that they do. And I find it really surprising, but I think it's a human nature in some way. I really think it's sad that people are either so afraid or so caught up in themselves that they don't have room. Because I've just noticed it a lot. Instead of supporting each other and giving each other support, they're sort of like keeping it close to home. And they get surprised if you show them support and help. You know, they're like surprised about it. Anyways, you know, that's the way the world works. None of us are old. We're only as old as we feel. Hope you have a lovely lunch, Anne. And yeah, see you tomorrow, if not today. None of us old. We're only as old as we feel. I've never felt old. And I don't really care what my age is. I asked my dad's friend, I think she's 10 years older than me. I asked her today how old she was because she was thinking about going back to school and she was wondering if she was too old. So I said, how old are you? I mean, you're kind of like me, you know, you're young-spirited, so I don't think that you'll be out of place or anything. And she's like, when a woman is over 50, she does not talk about her age. And I was like, why? I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, really? You're just talking to me. You're not like announcing it to the world. So, I mean, come on. I don't care how old you are or how young you are or whatever. I mean, I see what I see. I know you as I know you. So, yeah, right. That was funny that she felt so strongly about it. When you're over 50 as a woman, you do not talk about your age. Wow, that's an old-fashioned thing, I think. I said to her, well, I'm 43, going on 44, and I don't really care. I feel young. I feel happy. I don't have a problem with the age or anything. But obviously not all of us feel like that, I guess. I'm going to leave that white. Maybe put in the lighter color. I'm not going to put this one in because it's too close, so it would just be like a block. Yeah, this looks good. And we're just going to finish off with some of the yellow orange to red. It's going to be a nice finish off touch here. This one was the one that I was thinking to put in here. So that's good. Gives a little bit more of contrast. I mean, this one has gone like super fast. I feel like it went super fast. Maybe just because I thought he was so funny, because we are, like almost 1 hour and 50 minutes. So it hasn't gone super fast anyways, but it feels like it. Feels like it was just flowing the whole way. It's such a nice happy flow with him. So he's actually already done. That's crazy. I'm feeling like, why is he already done? I had so much fun with him. So let's have a look at the one for tomorrow and the one that I will upload now for the day after tomorrow, for Saturday. So for Friday, we're looking at this one. And I don't know what it is, but I'm always thinking a little bit bandit when I see it. It might be like that extra black around the eyes here or something that makes me feel like he's a bandit. And this one I will be uploading to the pay hip now. This is one we're going to play with on Saturday. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun with this one. So these are the 2 next days. What we're looking at for the 2 next days. So stay tuned for more fun and join me for it. And I'll be closing off for tonight. And since it's only like almost 20 past 11, there's a good chance I'll be in bed before 1. So see you tomorrow and have a lovely evening. So we're gonna have lots of fun. I'm gonna try to talk with Joseph tomorrow and see if we're gonna hang out on Saturday. Because if I'm gonna hang with him on Saturday, it might be nice if you would take Saturday. But I don't know yet. Is it okay if I know tomorrow, Tina? Is that okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? I'll write to you on the message, Tina. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye and wavy, and I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll have more Weirdie fun. So bye bye. Have a great evening, and thank you for tonight.